no doubt those trails are soggy right now.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't know how many people would want to get out there in the next, what, that's 24, 48 hours?
6 to 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, changes are coming, and they're going to be coming very quickly. After the midnight hour, we should start to get some cooler air in here. For now, we're sitting pretty. Temperatures in the mid-40s for the next couple of hours. It is rain that we have coming down and very murky conditions. Matter of fact, through at least midnight, we are talking about wet roads and visibility issues. So if you still have to get out and about, add a little bit of extra time. It's going to be worth it. There is a dense fog advisory for Ashtabula County and then over into Pennsylvania as well. That is where the fog is thickest as of right now. We do have a lot of rain that is coming down, and you're seeing that the rain is not where the dense fog advisory is. I'll put that all into the picture in just a moment. But we do have these scattered showers right now, kind of stratiform, which means persistent, consistent type intensity rain that is continuing in areas west of Cleveland. This is all coming into the city right now and will be along I-77 too as the commute ensues here this evening. And we also have a few areas where we're getting some heavier showers at this point. As I mentioned, all of this is moving southwest to northeast. We have relatively light to calm winds right now in northern Ohio. So we have a lot of moisture. We have not a whole lot of wind to keep all that moisture in the air mixed up. And at the same time, you've been hearing about the visibility issues with the fog. So we have areas where we're seeing visibilities at less than a half a mile, even into Ashtabula, right up along 90, where we have visibilities at less than a quarter of a mile from time to time. That's why we got that dense fog advisory. That just so happens to be the area where we still have snow on the ground. So we have lots of moisture, lots of the humidity as mentioned, not a lot of wind, and then we chill it down once that air gets up over the snowpack, and that's why we have the dense fog there. Elsewhere, the fog should stay on the manageable side as we head through the evening. So we're going to hold on to the rain and the fog as we head into the overnight as temperatures dip back into the 30s, and that's where we start to set things up for you as far as the weather impacts for the rest of the week. Colder air returns starting tomorrow. We're probably going to have scattered snow showers tomorrow around the area. We are not looking for accumulations tomorrow. The really cold air sweeps in Wednesday night, and that sets us up for a very cold Thursday. Anything that is standing water or slushy will freeze solid as temperatures are going to be into the teens, and we're going to kick off the lake effect snow for Thursday, especially Thursday night into Friday, areas east. We have that warm air that's coming northward with all the humidity, and then you can see where we get a different wind pattern here, a different flow pattern coming out of Canada. That's where the cold air is, and that cold air is going to drive southeastward into Ohio. The good news is it helps to push our storm system that's coming up the east coast farther to the east. If it was coming west, we would be in line for some potentially heavier snow, but that is not the case. The bad news is once the cold air gets here, it looks like things will align to bring us some pretty hefty lake effect snow right along the lakeshore east of Cleveland for the day Thursday. So let's go quickly through your National Design-Mark hour-by-hour forecast here. Temperatures in the 40s through 8 o'clock. This round of rain that we have now will start to back off. In the early morning hours, as the cooler air gets in here, we're going to continue with some patchy fog, but more importantly, the wind begins to pick up. So I don't think that's really going to be much of an issue for you tomorrow morning. We do have some scattered snow showers that will be around in the morning, and temperatures will be in the low and mid-30s to start the day. Notice the west wind that starts to pop in here, and it's going to be very gusty. And the bad news is, once we get to Wednesday evening, this comes through. This is along the front, the Arctic front, and that Arctic front is going to mean lake effect snow, specifically along the lakeshore areas, along 90 in Ashtabula County, and then over into Pennsylvania. They could be looking at some decent snow. We'll go through snow accumulations coming up in just a little bit. But right now, we're just calling for some general weather impacts as the cooler air settles in. Temperatures on Thursday are going to be nasty, everybody. We're going to be in the teens to maybe around 20 degrees. Low 30s on Friday, and then we swing it around to 40s for the weekend with rain returning in the early part of next week in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Team?
Wow, another 50 in the forecast. Betsy, thank you.